Hello, this is Resto, and I'm going to show you how to make a flag animation in PowerPoint. Now, firstly, as a little disclaimer, I would not recommend making the exact same animation as I do in this video. Instead, just follow the basics that I'm going to teach you and use what you're shown to make your own flag animation. Also, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to help you. So, firstly, you're going to want to delete this part. Come to Insert, Pictures, this device. And then I'm going to do the Italian flag. You don't have to do the flag of Italy to begin with. Maybe you want to do Cameroon, for example. But then I'm going to come to Insert, Shapes, Rectangle, then make a rectangle, which is the width of the screen, which should come out as 33.87, which divided by 3 is 11.29. Let's put that in. Copy and paste by doing Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V. Come to Shape Format, Shape Fill, Eyedropper, click on the red. Shape outline, click on the red again, or just click on recent colors, then do the exact same for green. Then delete the PNG, click on both of these by holding shift, drag down, and there we have the Italian flag. Now I'm going to do Ctrl-C and Ctrl-V over here, bring the green to the bottom, and then bring the red to the top. You don't have to do it this way, maybe you want to bring both of them to the top, or maybe to the left and the right. But then once I click on transitions and morph, there we have a very basic flag animation. Now after making that, I'm going to do Ctrl-C and V again, and then I'm going to bring in the Mexican flag. So I'm going to change the shades of the green and red since they are different, just using eyedropper again. And what you can do with some flags is if you just bring it into the middle, do picture format, crop, and then crop out the coat of arms. This does work for certain flags, but it doesn't work for Mexico, and I'll show you why. Because once I've cropped it out, if I rotate it, you'll see that the white goes over the green and the red, which in my opinion is really unprofessional, and I would not want that in my video. So instead, if you search up transparent coat of arms of Mexico or whatever country or flag you're doing, you'll then see that there's no white over the green and the red. So then I can just resize it and put it in the middle, but that can be a bit hard to make completely accurate. So instead, I quite often just bring the flag into PowerPoint, not PowerPoint, Photoshop, and then just make it transparent myself, like that. Make it cropped, just doing it really roughly because I don't want to spend too much time doing this. I crop it, copy and paste this again, and then I'm going to bring the coat of arms to the bottom. And when I bring the coat of arms to the bottom or the right, I like to rotate it to the right like this. So it's upside down, then do it 1, 2, 3 times whilst holding shift. So that way when I make it morph, it comes up looking quite nice. But if I do it the other way around, so it's to the left, 1, 2, 3 times, it doesn't look as good to me. I only do that if it comes from the top or the left side. So I can just bring this to the top instead. And that looks better in my opinion. Now, after doing that, I'm going to bring in the flag of France. What I could do is make this coat of arms full and just change the shade of green to blue, because the red is the exact same colour as it is in France. But instead, I'm just going to change this green to blue, just use an eyedropper again, and delete the coat of arms. And I'm just going to push. You can do it like that from the top or bottom, left, right, whatever you want. But I'm going to do it from the top. You can also use wipe, for example, which also looks nice. You can change where it comes from, but I'm just going to stick with pushing for now from the top. Now, once I have that done, I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to change the flag of France into the flag of Luxembourg. So I want to press on none. And take both of these and make them really big. Once I do that, if I copy and paste after making them in a group, and then just rotate it, then I have to resize it to make it roughly the same size as Luxembourg. I'm not going to make it precise because I don't really mind. You should put more effort into it. What you can do is if you insert a shape again and make it in the middle, if you do the height as 6.35, that's the size of Luxembourg, and if you just put it into the middle, which you can find just if you look out for this red line, that's in the middle there, just like that. And then once I hold this, I can try and line it up roughly. I'm not going to make it precise, as I've already said. I'm just going to go for that right now. And when I click on transitions and morph, it morphs like that into sideways France. Just going to copy and paste. I'm going to delete this actually, then bring in Luxembourg. And then if I just take another rectangle, make it 6.35 height, and then just bring out the width so it's covering the screen, but I'm going to change the colors just by using eyedropper again. There we go, so I can push it for example, or fade it, use wipe. That does show that it's not accurate when I use the morph transition, but if you just spend a little bit more time on it, you can easily do it. I do it in a lot of my own videos. Now after doing Luxembourg, I believe I'm doing Spain, so I'm going to bring in the Spanish flag, and then I'm just going to copy and paste this rectangle, and since the Spanish flag uses the Spanish fez, the 6.35 doesn't apply anymore, so I'm just going to zoom in and try to make it the same height, just like that. You can copy and paste this, bring it to the bottom, and hold both of them, and change it to the same shade as red, and then do the yellow in the middle. Now if I take this, copy and paste it and bring it into Luxembourg, I'm going to take the yellow to the left and the reds to the right. And then when I click transition, it'll just cover the Luxembourg flag, just press morph. That's a pretty cool transition in my opinion. Now I'm going to bring in the coat of arms as I've already made transparent in Photoshop, just like I did with Mexico. I just crop it. Obviously I'm just doing it quite quickly, I'm not trying to make it perfect. Usually I would crop it a little bit closer, but just going to bring this to the left, and then I'm going to rotate it to the left so it's upside down, 1, 2, 3, and when I transition and morph, that does look quite nice in my opinion. And if I were to do the other way around, so 1, 2, 3 to the right instead, I'm not as big a fan of that, but you might prefer that. If you want to do it that way, feel free to, but I'm going to stick with this. Now that we've got that, I'm going to bring in the UK flag, so I'm just going to make a new slide, delete this part, and just insert the UK. I'm actually going to stretch this a little bit, which you might not agree with doing. If you don't like doing that, I would just make a transparent background. You can find PNG transparent images, which I use for flags like Switzerland, which are squares. I don't want them to taking up the full screen. Once I do that, I'm going to insert a rectangle, make it the same shade of blue, cover the full screen, and then send it backwards by right-clicking and click center back. Going to transition and make this a push. I want it to come from the top. Then copy and paste, then just drag this into the corner while holding shift, then morph. And that's a transition I do quite often whenever I've got a UK flag in the canton. And just insert, I'm going to bring in one of the old flags of Malta, crop, whoops, going to crop this. Doesn't have to be perfect, obviously, I'm just doing this quickly. Copy and paste, bring it into this one, bring it to the right, then I'm going to bring it over to the right, then 1, 2, 3. Morph. That looks quite good. And finally I'm going to do the flag of Somalia, so I'm going to insert that, and then I'm going to copy and paste this blue, make it the same shade as the Somalian flag, delete that, make it cover the screen. You can just push this, for example, if you wanted to, maybe just from the bottom, but I'm actually going to make it cover it, so bring it here into the other, bring it to the bottom, and then click on morph. So it just covers the old flag. And then what I usually do with a star, just like Somalia, is I would crop it and then just rotate it from the top, spin it around, just like I've been doing with the Spanish and the Mexican flags. But instead, I'm going to show you a cool transition that you can do instead. So if I crop the star, and then click on animation and click grow and turn. In my opinion, that I've used that for flags like Honduras. I wouldn't use that for Somalia, but it's just an option that you can do. You can maybe do a wheel if you want, or a shape. That's just other options that you can use instead of transitions, but I'm going to stick with grow and turn. Can actually delete this one here, because when I go to slideshow from current slide, have it cover, and just click again, that's the Somalian flag. And then finally, I'm going to fade out, so delete this star, change the color to black, go to transition, fade, and then I just make it 5 seconds by default, but if I've got music in the video, I'll do it to whatever the music is fading out to, so just to make it cinematic essentially.
كانت والمطار.
Centrafrique, au berceau des ventous, reprends ton droit au respect à la vie. Longtemps soumis, longtemps brimé par tous, mais dès ce jour, brisons la tyrannie.
cristianos valientes alcemos nuestro canto con viva emoción, y del mundo a la paz ostentemos nuestro invicto glorioso pendón. Salve el pueblo que intrépido y fuerte a la guerra a morir se lanzó, cuando el bélico reto de muerte sus cadenas de esclavos rompió.
nuestra inmensa felicidad. En fraternidad, sin separación, cantemos libertad.
Noi
concorde et la fraternité.
verde mar, cego luxo de dor, esperança, esta é a terra dos nossos avós.
es un lampo de cielo por un bloque de nieve cruzado.
Isten áld meg a magyart, jó kedvel és éggel, nyújts feléje védőkart, a küzd ellenséggel. Balsos, akit régen tép, hozzá vigy esztendőt.
जनगणमनाधिनायक जय हे
भारत भाग्य विधाता,
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा
द्राविड उत्कल बंगा,
विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा
उच्छल जलधि तरंग
तव शुभ नाम जय, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा।
जनगणमंगलदायक जय हे
भारत भाग्य विधाता,
जय हे जय हे
जय हे
जय 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 हे।
Israel.
Salut aux terres d'espérance.
Teira che gainiti ribati, annenne mate kakatonga, taua oina konden vioko, malibuokia mata. light of Mecca from far above, shining with the brilliance of rays of life, our Father's wondrous creation.
လွတ်လပ်ခြင်းနဲ့မတွေ့
တို့ရေတို့ရေ
များလူခတ်သိမ်းငြိမ်းချမ်းစေလို့ခွေတူညီများဝါရပြုစေနဲ့ပြေ
တို့ရေတို့ရေ
ဒီတော်စုအမွေမြေတီရန်စေအတိတ်မှန်ပြည့်ဝ
ထိန်သိမ်းဆိုလေကာမြေမာမြေတို့ဘုံဝဝဲသင်မချင်းမြတ်တော်ပေ
Tunga pulka hamiyo kay malane pali Sarvabhaumai faili ekame si mahakali Sayo tunga pulka hamiyo kay malane pali Sarvabhaumai faili ekame si mahakali Prakriti ka koti-koti sampada ko achala
Kazakhstan, greatest country in the world. All other countries are run by little girls. Kazakhstan, number one exporter of potassium. Other countries have inferior potassium. Kazakhstan, home of Tinchin swimming pool. It's length 30 meter width 6 meter.
Hello. I am going to be deleting almost every video on this channel. Why? Because YouTube has removed my ability to monetize, as in to make money off of, all of my videos. This is because, supposedly, my videos contain reused content, which is most likely the music that plays in the background of my videos, and my appeal against this decision did not demonstrate enough value-add editing. Therefore, to combat this, I'm going to take the frankly extreme measure of restarting my channel. This means that I will be restarting my historical flag animation series right back at where I started, Afghanistan. However, I will attempt to contribute further value-add editing to my videos by including subtitles, which will show the names and/or dates of the flags shown in my videos. Hopefully, YouTube will recognize that this feature will enhance the educational aspects of my channel, which, with any luck, should add significant value to the music in the background, so that I can be accepted back into the YouTube Partner Program. If this doesn't work, then oh well, I'll live with it. Either way, I will be posting brand new historical flag animations of every country from A to Z every Saturday and Sunday. However, on Wednesdays, I would also like to post viewer-suggested flag animations. This means that if you leave suggestions in the comments for what video I should do next, then there will be a good chance that I will do it, and you will get a shout out. So, make sure to leave suggestions. I hope you can understand why I had decided to do this. I know it's not the best news, but at least the quality of my content will improve. I will be deleting almost all of my videos on the 19th of August, which is 2 days after this video is posted, and I will post my first new historical flag animation on the 20th of August. I will also delete the video you are listening to right now on the 27th of August. That's all. Thanks and bye.